We hear a lot about cloud certifications, but one that consistently comes up as a major career milestone is the AWS Certified Solutions Architect Associate. For anyone in IT, it seems like a big deal. Today, we're going to break down exactly what that SAA-C03 exam is, what it tests, and how you can actually prepare for it.
It really is a valuable credential. Getting this certification signals to everyone that you know how to design and build proper solutions on AWS, which is a skill in incredibly high demand.
So, we're talking about a certification that's a key credential for IT pros wanting to prove their cloud architecture skills. It tests their ability to design secure, resilient, high performing, and cost optimized architectures using AWS services, all with the goal of aligning solutions with best practices and business needs.
And the payoff is significant. Passing this exam can really boost your career prospects and earning potential in the cloud computing space.
So it's not just about knowing a list of AWS services, but about how times you apply them to solve real business problems. It's about looking at what a company has and figuring out how to make it better.
Exactly. It's not just about building from scratch. A big part of the skill set is assessing existing solutions and suggesting improvements. The certification is essentially a stamp of approval that you can translate business needs into robust, efficient, and secure cloud solutions, which is what companies are desperately looking for.
Absolutely. So, to design these kinds of architectures, what are the core areas this exam focuses on, and what's the actual format we're looking at?
Right, let's get into the structure. The SAA-C03 exam has 65 questions in total. It uses a mix of multiple choice and multiple response formats. It's scored on a scale from 100 to 1,000, and you need a 720 to pass.
Okay, 65 questions. I also noticed something interesting in the breakdown. Only 50 of those are actually scored.
That's right. There are 15 unscored questions in there that AWS uses for data gathering, but they don't affect your final score. And importantly, unanswered questions are marked as incorrect, but there's no penalty for guessing. So you should always answer every question.
Got it. And what about the content? I see it's broken into four main domains: designing secure architectures at 30%, resilient architectures at 26%, high-performing architectures at 24%, and cost-optimized architectures at 20%.
It's really interesting to see that security and resilience together make up over half the exam. It clearly highlights AWS's emphasis on building a foundational, trustworthy cloud infrastructure. They want you to prove you can build things that are safe and that won't fall over.
That makes sense. Given those domains and the question format, what are the best strategies for someone to actually prepare and pass this challenging exam?
The preparation really comes down to a few key pillars. First, you have to deeply understand the AWS well-architected framework. That's the Bible for best practices. Then you need hands-on experience. The AWS free tier is perfect for this. You can practice deploying and managing services without spending a ton of money.
So it's not enough to just read about it.
Not at all. You also have to review key AWS white papers and documentation. But a crucial step is taking practice exams. They are invaluable for finding your weak spots and, just as importantly, for learning how to manage your time during the real thing. And of course, there are official AWS training resources like courses and labs.
The emphasis on the well-architected framework and hands-on practice really underscores that AWS wants certified architects to be practical problem solvers, not just theoreticians who can recite facts.
That's the core of it. They want you to be able to walk into a real-world scenario and know what to do.
Absolutely. So, with these strategies in mind, what's the ultimate takeaway for anyone looking to take this exam?
Well, to sum it up, the SAA-C03 certification validates that you're an expert in designing cloud architectures that are secure, resilient, high-performing, and cost-optimized. The exam itself has 65 questions, with that 720 passing score. Remember that the content is heavily weighted towards security and resilience. That's over half your score right there. And finally, the best way to prepare is a combination of understanding the well-architected framework, getting real hands-on practice, studying official docs, and taking plenty of practice exams.